Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 36 of the Get Your Goals Annual Challenge. Today we're going to talk about the EGS. EGS. Actually, it stands for Emotional Guidance Scale, or I call it Emotional Guidance System. I have a systems thinking process engineer brain. So scale often gets replaced with system. I use them interchangeably. So if I call it the Emotional Guidance System, it's the same as the Emotional Guidance Scale. We're just going to run through and I'm going to share an overview. I'm grabbing my computer so I can tell you what the emotions are on this scale. It was created by Esther Hicks, and it's a long story. You can research it if you want. But Esther Hicks, Jerry died several years back now, but she communicates with a group of souls or beings called Abraham, and they communicated to her and shared with her this emotional guidance scale. And to me, it has proven to be the best possible tool for handling our emotions, handling how we respond to things, increasing our emotional intelligence. So there's this scale, and on it there are 22 different levels. One being the highest, lightest level, 22 being the heaviest vibration, the lowest level. And tomorrow we'll talk about how to use this scale. But our action item today is just to Google. You can just Google images and find an image of the emotional guidance scale, the EGS, that speaks to you, that you like, that you can relate to. Print it out if you have the ability to print it out, or take a snapshot of it, or save it on your computer in some way. I will share one in our group, the Get Up and Go Challenge group page, Guide 16. I will share it in the comments below this video later. I've got it on my computer so I can share it there. But let's talk about what the different levels of emotion are, and what we're going to do today. Our action item is to get a copy of it, look at and find one that you can relate to, and then think about where you spend most of your time on this emotional guidance scale. What emotion, scale of 1 to 22, do you spend the most time on? And then just share the number in the comments below. Maybe it's jealousy, that's 20. Maybe it's boredom, that's 8. Maybe it's frustration, that's 10. Maybe it's love, joy, freedom, empowerment, that's 1. So I'm going to run through the scale. You don't have to remember it because you're going to look it up, but I want to give you an idea of what emotions are on this scale. So level 1, number 1, joy, appreciation, empowered, freedom, and love. Number 2, passion. 3, enthusiasm, eagerness, happiness. 4, positive let's see if I can speak today. Positive expectations and belief. 5, optimism. 6, hopefulness. 7, contentment. And then to me it switches from positive to negative. So only the first 7 levels on the scale to me are positive emotions and where I want to live. 8, boredom. 9, pessimism. 10, frustration, irritation, impatience. 11, overwhelm. 12, disappointment. 13, doubt. 14, worry. 15, blame. 16, discouragement. 17, anger. 18, revenge. 19, hatred and rage. 20, jealousy. 21, insecurity, guilt, unworthiness. And 22, fear, grief, depression, despair, powerlessness. Now, I didn't make up this scale, but it has proven to be very true in my life. And then tomorrow we're going to talk about how do we use this scale. You might already be familiar with the emotional guidance scale. You might be using it or have used it for years, or it might be your first time being exposed to it. Either way, go look. There's always new graphics online, and so it's fun. Every time I do this, every time I think about the emotional guidance system, I try to find a graphic that speaks to me because it makes it more fun to use. And then guess what? I have one hanging in my office. I have one hanging in my bedroom. I have one that I actually carry around with me in my purse because it reminds me to use it, to use the scale, to always be improving my emotional well-being and my emotional intelligence and how I interact with other people, as well as how I treat myself. All right, any questions, hit me up. Otherwise, I'll share this in the comments below, but that doesn't mean don't do the assignment of going and finding a graphic that speaks to you. And if you want, share your graphic in the comments below so we can see what resonates with most of us, because it's all about vibration, right? And we'll talk about emotions and vibration too. All right, have an awesome day. Questions, hit me up. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow.